Masks and an elbow bump marked the issuing of the writs in WA just under 6 weeks out from election day. But campaigning by all parties was quickly put on hold as the state dealt with double emergencies, a snap 5-day lockdown after a COVID outbreak and a huge bushfire so fierce 86 homes were lost.
The devastation caused by these bushfires is almost too much to comprehend. Many West Australians are hurting right now.
The horror week in WA, an unprecedented start to what would become an unprecedented election campaign. Masks remained a necessary accessory for leaders when campaigning restarted following the lockdown. Mark McGowan took the fight to the opposition leader's electorate of Dawesville, a seat Zac Kirkup holds by a wafer-thin 0.8%. The Liberals' campaign was off to a shaky start before Kirkup cut through with a bold renewable energy plan. The Liberal leader pitching net zero emissions by 2030, including the shutdown of all state-owned coal-fired power stations by 2025.
This is exactly what the Liberal Party stands for. It's in the Liberal Party DNA.
The ambitious target ruffled feathers within the federal Liberal Party.
A big part of how we've achieved our Kyoto targets and will achieve our Paris targets is through energy efficiency, through the deployment of technologies to reduce the energy that's being used by refrigerators, by air conditioners. This is how it's done, not by closing coal-fired power stations prematurely.
Science and clean energy remained the focus for both parties. Labor announced science labs would be refurbished in schools.
What are you doing here, kids?
While also revealing funding for 1,000 standalone power systems for remote communities, as well as a statewide push to manufacture wind turbines. The Liberals continued campaigning on their controversial energy plan, but were less vocal about its price tag. But both campaigns were then curtailed by Facebook's news media ban, as the tech giant blocked Kirkup's content but retained the Premier's posting privileges.
I've gotten used to things happening in the middle of campaigns that you can't control. This was one of them, and we just roll with those punches.
It's not in keeping with democracy to take Facebook sites down.
A bipartisan approach to the social media saga and the vaccine rollout, which commenced while the leaders were on the campaign trail. Mark McGowan and Zac Kirkup have encouraged people to get the jab, and both say they will get it too, but won't jump the queue. Emily Evans, Sky News, Perth.